While the Nintendo Switch is an amazing console, or if you want to switch it up, an amazing handheld, there is one little flaw: the battery. If you're a college student, traveler, or someone who is just always on the go, you've been faced with the dreaded low battery warning only after a few hours of grinding in Zelda, Doom, or any other graphically intensive games. Well, Antank wants to change that. What's good, people? I'm YetiMachete, and this is the Antank 6500 mAh battery case for the Nintendo Switch. Let's check it out. I'm giving away one of these charging cases to one of you guys, so stick around to the end for details on how to enter the giveaway. So the Antank charger case is obviously quite different than a power bank. Instead of carrying around an extra battery and a cord, this one just snaps onto the Nintendo Switch. Simply click the two buttons on the back end and the top pops open, allowing you to put your Nintendo Switch in safely without scratching it. Then just snap her shut and bam, you're good to go. You are now doubling your Nintendo Switch's battery life. I mean, it's super satisfying too, man. Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. That's real nice. Who needs a damn fidget spinner when you got this? This doubles as a fidget toy. So playing Doom on max brightness with the Switch itself on full brightness on a full charge gave me about 2 hours and 38 minutes. Adding the Antank charging case into the equation, it lasted about 6 hours and 33 minutes. So this thing can last you all day. You have 4 lightning bolts on the back, letting you know how much charge you have left. Each bolt indicates a 25%. Those are sitting right next to the power button. 1 click turns it on, 2 clicks turns it off. While I like the case, there are going to be some compromises when you use something like this. For one, the weight. Expect your arms to be hurting for certain, because this case comes in just over a half a pound. Now I know it doesn't seem like a lot, and when I got it, I held it, I said, this is light, it's gonna be nice. However, when you add the Switch's weight in, it becomes pretty hefty. After about 10 to 15 minutes, I find myself resting my Switch on my stomach or popping out the 2 kickstands on the back of the case to play it in tabletop mode. Speaking of the kickstands, they have 3 different angles. However, I find the second one sometimes it ends up buckling. Not all the time, just sometimes it buckles to the 3rd angle. To me, it's not a big problem, because I find that the 3rd angle is just, it's the better angle. It's the perfect angle for me. One of the things that disappointed me with this case was the fact that if your Switch is almost dead and you're trying to use the case to charge up your Switch while you play games like Doom, expect to be bummed out, man. Because unfortunately, it'll just stay at the percentage you started with. So you either want to shut your Nintendo Switch off while it charges, or just make sure that the Nintendo Switch and the case are both fully charged. Then when the case dies, you can simply remove it, finish off the Switch's battery life. Now when it comes to charging the case back up, it takes USB Type-C, which is not included in the box, unfortunately. But if you have a Switch, you already have a Type-C charger anyway. But it still would have been nice if it was included in the box. While this does have USB pass-through charging, it's not done properly. If you try to play your Switch while charging the case, the Switch will slowly drain while the case slowly charges. So I recommend just removing the case and charging it by itself. Something I found to be really dope here was the fact that they used the space so properly. There's a compartment that pops open at the top, allowing you to store 2 games and 2 SD cards, so you can always have 3 games on you at all times without having to lug around your games or a game card holder. Really cool, and I wish more companies would implement this into their Nintendo Switch cases. Now, it's a bit hard to get open, but I think that's a good thing. You don't want this thing popping open, having your games fall out and losing them. You know what I mean? That could be $120 right there. Each game 60, no good. So I'm glad that it's hard to actually get open. Looking around the case, you have all your cutouts for all your ports. Nothing is covered up here. It's worth noting though that the game card slot is harder to access due to the thickness of this case. I mean, the case is real thick, fellas. It's real thick, so it's a bit harder, still manageable, just a little pain and worth noting to you guys. So do I recommend you go out and pick one of these up? Well, if you find yourself run out of juice a lot, you don't mind the extra heft of the Switch, and you don't want to carry around an extra power bank and a cord, then yes, 100%. The convenience of having a charger attached to your Switch is just straight up awesome, and it minimizes the amount of stuff you have to carry around. So like I said, I'm giving away one of these things to one of you guys. All you have to do is make sure you are subscribed, Make sure to like and comment why you want the case. I'll be announcing the winners in about a week. Now, if you don't want to wait and try to win one of these things, I'll have a link in the description below where you can purchase this thing off Amazon. Anyway, that's going to wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, you already know what to do. Smack that like button. And definitely think about subscribing for more tech videos, reviews, things like that. I appreciate it a lot. Anyway, I'm signing off. Catch you guys in the next one.